Have you ever played a game that was difficult by design? A game that challenged you on a completely different level that you were used to up to that point? Where you said to yourself, huh, do I really suck so bad?
That's what she said!
I know I have. When I say difficult by design, I don't mean a gaming experience like Oblivion or Skyrim, where you bump up the difficulties to be almost unplayable by just changing the scaling of your damage and health relative to enemies.
No.
I mean a gaming experience where overcoming certain basic challenges requires some sort of skill and effort, and the challenges faced are hard, but fair. I'm using the game Elden Ring as an example for this video, a game that I personally love even as a casual gamer. A game that's beautiful and objectively challenging, especially on your first playthrough.
I'm going to make this way harder than it needs to be.
There are a lot of games that are challenging by design. A lot of Soulsborne titles have the same feel to them, but Elden Ring in particular is an open world game, and gameplay patterns can in certain aspects mimic real life situations. We'll go through 6 important points I thought were crucial, that follow up on each other, and create a nice loop.
Nice.
I'll try to demonstrate what hard games can teach us about life, and even ourselves, and hopefully give you guys a new outlook on this topic. Welcome to the channel that will make you say "that's cool dude" at the end of every video. Picture this. You're facing a seemingly unbeatable boss in Elden Ring. Little did you know that this intense gaming experience could revolutionize your relationship with learning itself. Let me explain. In the case of our boss fight, it's easy to see where you could go wrong. You keep hitting him for too long, and he kills you. You don't dodge his attack in time, and he kills you. You're in a bad spot, and he kills you. And he kills you. Huh, do I really suck so bad? Is suddenly replaced by, yeah, I suck. What can we learn from these points? Well, it's suboptimal to hit him for too long. His attacks have specific timing, and we need to mind our steps. These things are basic, and they're assessed by your brain pretty quickly. In this moment, you're forced to not only learn how your enemy moves and operates, but also learn to use the tools that are provided to you at the moment. In this case, it's the gaming mechanics that the developers put in place. In our case, it's dodging to avoid his attacks, and using our potions. Every boss has a specific set of unique attacks, which means you're forced to adapt a lot. Oh my god. That was easy. Learning in life in general is not only about these patterns, but about failure. And let me tell ya, I have failed so many times. Not just in Elden Ring, but in real life in general. Learning to fail is insanely crucial in life, and it can go 2 ways. 1. You let failure consume you, and you give up. You never try to fight this boss ever again, and you never continue the game's story. This was an analogy for solving a real problem in life and reaching your goal. Okay, you got it, okay.
Got it, great.
2. You learn from your mistakes, you don't let failure discourage and push you away, and instead you persevere. This takes us to our next point. Practice. Each setback or failure becomes an opportunity to hone your skills. The determination cultivated in practice seamlessly translates to real-life challenges, making you more resilient and capable of overcoming obstacles. By being used to sucking hard, and then overcoming your lack of any skill by constant practice, you can ensure success in any endeavor. I objectively suck at this game to this day, but I'm still better than I used to be when I started, and it really shows. The most common enemies barely scratch me, and I'm not afraid to fight anything new. If you've ever played a musical instrument, you know this feeling of being forced to practice stuff over and over. I used to play the clarinet, and there's this dumb wood thing attached to the tip that you have to blow into that needs to be placed in the right spot for the clarinet to make sounds properly, and it took me about 2 years to get it right. Little That's Cool Dude used to play in a kid's orchestra, and performed solo as well. And that squeak sound kept f***ing up his mojo. He used to cry after his clarinet made squeaky sounds in front of an audience. Oh, it was horrible. I was like 12 and it squeaked so loudly that my family had to cover their ears. And I had to start the whole song all over again only for it to happen again. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Practice. One day I got it right and it was fine, because I was used to another point. Discipline. The bosses in these games are hard, just like my d right now. I'm just kidding. I was just checking if you're still paying attention. The bosses in these games are quite challenging, and you need some practice to beat them. That means you also need discipline to be able to achieve your goals. It's hard to be focused and resist any distraction in this day and age. But with discipline and practice going hand in hand comes focus and consistency. Discipline can be learned, and I learned a lot by trying to defeat these guys. Once you can do it in one area, in this case Elden Ring, it's way easier to do it in another. Discipline is closely linked to the development of positive habits, whether it's regular exercise, healthy eating, or making YouTube videos in time.
I'm trying.
When faced with obstacles or setbacks, if you're a disciplined individual, you are more likely to persevere. You don't quit at the very beginning, and you're more likely to achieve success. One great positive that difficult games create exceptionally well is the constant need for creating goals for yourself. Goals are great because they give you a sense of direction, they motivate you, and they can develop something long term. Goals are usually very realistic in Elden Ring, as you have to complete them for yourself to make a certain boss easier. My goal is to defeat Malenia, Blade of Miquella, regarded as one of the hardest bosses in gaming, and my future girlfriend. She's fast.
No, God!
Does insane damage.
No, God, please, no!
Heals when she hits you.
No!
And some of her attacks are super hard to dodge. Oh no. No.
No!
I may not defeat Malenia today, but I certainly came prepared. I leveled up, yoinked the blade, upgraded my weapons, used some spells before the fight, and dealt way more damage than I would otherwise. Now, I did die.
That sounds like a skill issue, you dumb little noob. Get good.
But remember what we said about failure. Woo! Yes!
I died anyway, but I got better by learning from my mistakes, woohoo.
This is not our last rodeo, Malenia. Speaking of my Scarlet Raw Princess, it's really fun to watch the Souls community invent new and insane ways to defeat her and other tough enemies. Some people are just tired of poking her with a stick for 10 minutes, so they made builds that can one-shot her. Hardship and being faced with tough challenges boosts creativity, and Elden Ring is especially great for showing that off. There's a crazy amount of builds in this game, and I've seen people doing one-shot mages, poison stacking, or even shoving bosses with horns. Combinations of items and spells that would probably never exist if the bosses were super easy to kill. You can clearly see that whether you're using 2 katanas and tryharding a boss, or you're just inventing a build, you're always somehow pushing your limits. And that's what it's all about. With every boss in Elden Ring, or any obstacle in life for that matter, you're stepping out of your comfort zone a bit. Pushing your limits allows you to discover hidden strengths and abilities in yourself. Sometimes you can surprise yourself by accomplishing something you never thought you could. From personal experience, it's a great self-confidence boost. Yeah, I suck is replaced by, maybe I don't suck as much as I thought. Personal growth is a continuous journey, and pushing your limits is an essential part of that process. It fosters a mindset of lifelong learning, which takes us back to our first point. An honorable mention that's somehow connected to every point of the circle is problem solving. From start to finish, we're trying to solve some kind of issue we're having. So when your boss yells at you for being late to work, just say you were playing Elden Ring, and you were improving in these crucial skills, so you can be more effective in your job. Your boss will understand. You can also show him this channel. I'll support you. Come on. Dude. You can say that this video was a bit too deep for a game where you stick giant swords into enemies. But you gotta find beauty and life lessons in simple things. Comment down below and let me know your experience with hard games, and if you've learned any life lessons from them. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. You'll get instantly cooler. It's not like the usual goofy stuff I do, but I wanted a bit more variety on this channel. I'm gonna try her again. Hello? No! Okay. This sucks. Damn it. No. Yeah, I know. I know. I know.
That's about it. See ya.